We had these two yesterday, Pound Oz and Euro Aussie. Buy if pound CPI is positive for the pound, right? Set bullish signals. Same thing with the Euro Aussie. See the blue dotted line? That's the signal we're looking for. And the momentum sync. The blue dotted line is our volume aligned VWAP up here. Pound Aussie, Euro Oz, we're already above the blue dotted line. That's our momentum line. So let's just go to, well, we'll have a look at the Pound Aussie. No, we're on the Euro Oz. We'll have a look at that. Okay, so this is the London Open, this blue line here. And we had this buy signal, but I was waiting for a little break above this VWAP if the data release was positive for the pound and the euro. Okay, we're looking for that break above the point of control, the volume profile. See through here, your entry point would be that signal. Okay, I'm going to show you this. See this here. In fact, we could actually go to a 5-minute chart, but this is precisely where you look to get involved. It came down through our VWAP and our momentum line, and then we had this signal here. And it broke above the point of control, this range that we were looking at. Point of control on the volume profile. So all you need to do is just grab a volume profile, anchored volume profile, and throw it in back over here. And it gives you, you see here, where these nodes project, and it runs a red line through there. All right, so we were looking for a break above the point of control. Okay, so there's a stop run, comes back, retests, and we get that signal here. The next candle above, that's your entry point. Stop just under the previous low. Now, I've been saying that I'm highly recommending you I'm taking 60% off my positions, if I can, depending on the position size and if it will allow me, okay? If not, then take half of it, 50%. But I'm going 60% off at 1R. Now, the other thing that you've got here is, just open this double click. I want to show you this. Just get rid of that. This is a 15-minute. I'm preferring the 5, to be honest. We can have a look at that as well. But this is your exit, or it's telling you you need to take partial profits right here. And at that point, you can see clearly that we have a bearish divergence. And you've got these signals here telling you, get ready for a pullback. And down it went. You've got to just train yourself to watch these indicators, especially when it comes to securing profits. If you haven't already set up just a horizontal line at 1R and set that as an alert, you can do it that way. You got to listen to this. You got to look at these indicators here. It's very simple, extremely simple strategy. We've got everything in front of you, so you can set these alerts for an exit. 3 dots, add alert, and this one would be, you could say green or blue line exiting any zone if you like, all right, or green or blue line exiting. The sell zone is the one at the top, right? So that one, that's your signal. Oh, yeah, green or blue exiting any zone is the easiest way to do it. Now, when I post a signal like this, yeah, we'll see that little label that you see here that's got no text in it. It's just a little it's a little label. I traded that yesterday. Okay, it pulls down through, comes back through, and you get that. That's a signal. So you can set that. That's an alert that you can set. Volume aligned VWAP, 3 dots, add alert, and you can just go all bullish alerts. That's the easiest way out of it. But that's going to give you the bar color changing from red to green or whatever, okay? But that one in particular, that's a momentum line bullish break. So you just set bullish alerts, all bullish alerts. There you go. Just keep it simple. But just be careful because it'll give you, well, it gave you that green candle here. Perfect. You see the little asterisk? That's an alert. Okay, that's the candle changing from red to green. And then you got that break above the momentum line alert here as well. Okay, so there's your entry point. The other one was Pound Aussie. Just have a look at it. We were looking for a bullish. Oh, yeah, okay, must break and retest this blue momentum line. It doesn't get any easier than this, guys. Pound Aussie. It must break and retest this blue momentum line. Look, have a look at you've got this bullish signal here, but more important, this is the signal breaking the blue momentum line. Actually, we had one here as well. So you could have got in, either of these would have been okay. That's after the event. Watch out, because you've got, let's just mark that up. You've got to keep an eye on this indicator. 15 minutes okay. Yeah, and wait for the pullback. Look, see how the blue line, and then you got this. That's the breakout of this level here, this red. That's a warning, and this is a warning here as well. All right, now a better entry, if I move my marker along to the next, these two signals here. Okay, let's just mark that signal. Look what we've got under. Well, that's pulled back and it's separating out, and we've got this. That's a good signal. So, and that fired exactly there. All right, so you could have taken this break of the line, pull back into the line right here. That was exactly what I was talking about. So just keep an eye on these indicators for your clues. Either way, I mean, you would have got away with that. All right, so if that's the case, if you did enter back in here on the pullback, your stop loss just goes under the previous low, okay, I'm going to show you this. You've got the green dots to go with right now. This is a 15-minute chart. Let me show you some settings that are important. The trend channel gives you the green dots. That's your stop loss level. Okay, you can see it here. All right, there they are, right there. And here are my settings for the trend channel from the 30-minute down. Cloud opacity 100%. Just take it out. And then style, uncheck these. I might even set this up as default. And you want trend 1 and trend 2. That'll give you the dots. And then you want these, because this is going to give you your exits. That's it. Go okay. And the exit signals, well, you got your dots. They're the dots for your stop loss, or under the previous low. The exit signal, well, this one's telling you that, expect a pullback. Okay, so it did pull back. A little bit early. I actually took profits early. In fact, I took it on that signal yesterday. I closed 50%. Was it 50? Yeah, it might have been 50 on this one. And then I pulled my stop loss I pulled it to break even. I just didn't trust the rest of it. As it was, it took my break even stop out right there. And look at the volatility we're up against, guys. So, this is in all my more than 20 years of trading, I haven't come across anything that comes anywhere near the sophistication and reliability of this system, this trading system. And I've explored a lot of stuff. And the main thing is really, it's the VWAP. We've got multiple VWAPs. This one's the weekly. This is the daily. We've got monthly. We've got yearly. They're all anchored. And we've got this momentum line that it just gives you exactly what you're looking for. And here's a really important tip. On a 4-hour time frame, you get this, right? 4-hour. And what we're looking for is on the 15-minute, 5-minute, whatever, we're looking for a rotation on the 4-hour time frame pullback, or 1-hour pullback, if you like, right? So if you scrunch this up, you'll see it. So when it pulls back, you then, and I mean, look, you could go with the break above, like if you're looking for this rotation, when this pulls back and starts to rotate, the break above VWAP and this first green candle, that's the first signal. But you want more reassurance, so you're going with this momentum line. Ideally, the VWAP is above the momentum line, but that's not the case here. So, we could run with that. Everything is pointing north. The dotted line is pointing north, so we go with it. VWAP, this VWAP is pointing north, right? So, and we're looking for this 4-hour or 1-hour pullback rotation. Pulls back, and we look for that rotation. Now, the market's really difficult to trade because we've got this president over in the US who is just frankly causing chaos every time he opens his mouth. The markets, I'm talking like the currency markets, everything reacts off his rhetoric. And 1 minute he's up, next minute he's down. So we've got this pump and dump environment that we're in, and we never know if this is going to, it happened where we had one yesterday where it was trading in one direction, and then all of a sudden, look at that manipulation there. But, you're going to find the market can go against you really quickly. So this is why I'm saying if we follow this, most of the time you're going to get 1 hour out of it at least. Close, I'm going 60%. and then I'm just going to pull my stop loss up to where it's profitable and sit on the rest of it and let it go. And I mean, and if it trades in our favor and we don't get taken out, then it's a bonus. Just show you every one of our trades I've taken this week. I did that in the last video, but let me just open that up. Look at this. It's a really volatile market. Now, the best signals are going to come when you get this combination here. It's in a downtrend on the higher time frame, and then you get the pullback, right? The 4-hour time frame pullback. Okay, we assume that that's the 4-hour. All we're waiting for. See, how do you know when to get involved on that retrace? So here it is. Look, as soon as we're under VWAP and we cross under this downward projection, it's this momentum line trending down, and then this starts to turn around here. But that's your signal. Look at it, that red signal there. It pull back green, and then the candle turns red. It's seriously, guys. It's a fantastic opportunity what we have here with this. It's a trading system. There's a strategy behind it, and we've got everything we need here. We take that, we close 60% at 1R because we never know when that's going to happen. And again, as I said, if it continues, if it's a small pullback and we get that, then it's a win, big time. But that's 60% off early. So look how far this pulled right back up into here, and then look at this, just brutal. The most difficult markets I've ever been involved in all of my trading career, guys. It's since the Bank of Japan raised their rates about a year ago, the first thing, and then it was leading into the US elections. The chaos in the markets was just something rarely seen. It's been over the last 12 months or so when all this has been going on. I've had to really dig deep to come up with a solution, and pretty happy with where we're at right now. Had a good week this week, more or less 100% win rate with my Telegram signals, and it's only been since we've been able to update this indicator with the this is an institutional momentum line, this one. It's going to make a difference big time. So, if you stick to the plan with this, the plan looks something like this. You want this 4-hour. Look, you really only just need two charts. There's a 4-hour and a 15-minute if you want to keep it simple. First thing that you need to establish is it trending? And come into the 4-hour chart and just open that up. See this? There's a really clean trend. You got these lower lows, lower highs, and you can see. And all you're looking for is the opportunity when you get a pullback. You get a pullback and you get a pullback. That's it. So when it pulls back, at some stage it'll rotate. Let's just mark these up because I want to show you how you can trade this yourself. I'm going to grab that and we'll mark up like these main pullbacks. There's one there. Well, there's another one there. There's another one here. There's three. Okay, look, these ones that the swing high, there's more prominent with these three. So I'll throw an eyeball on it. This is what you need to do. And, I think this is how you pass your prop firm, you grow your account. I've had a great week since we've released this latest update. It's just been fantastic. So then I'm going to go to a 15-minute, just pull that down, and we'll just open that up all the way. And we'll just have a look at these points of interest. Look at that's what I'm talking about, see? Out of nowhere, it's going to do that. And that's what we're up against. Anyway, we've established that the higher time frame is bearish. So we just do that. Have a look at these areas of interest, right? Okay, so that was our first point of interest, right? So it pulls back. It's a 4-hour. So we're going with the higher time frame trend. See this momentum line, right? We go with that. We've eyeballed the 4-hour chart. We've established that, okay, we're looking for short opportunities. And you've got to work it with the markets as well. So this is the New York Open here, right? So this is our first point of interest. Don't get involved in New York until 10 a.m. Why? Because you get the equities kicking off at 9:30, and you have all this volatility usually around the equities markets coming into play, right? So if we mouse over that, that's, well, actually, see, this opens at 8, right? And then you get, we could actually track it. Look, custom range high-low. What you can do is you can set that from 9 till 10 a.m. And what it'll do is it'll plot. Oh, here we go. I got really bad internet for some reason, but let's just do this. Custom range, and we'll go from 9, this is the New York session, 9 till 10. UTC -4 at the moment, okay? Okay, so that's 9 till 10 right there. Well, as it was, the volatility carried on after. Fair enough. Usually, you're usually gonna find that things will settle. Around that 10 a.m. you can start looking for an opportunity. Anyway, keep it simple. We're looking for that right there. That's the signal right there. That one. That's a break of the momentum line. Whew, pretty volatile. But so you'd go short there, right? We'll have a look at these three. This is an important video, guys. Seriously. So that breakout, that's your short, and you've got, oh yeah, the trend channel. Sometimes, depending, we don't have any red dots. We've got green ones. We don't have any red ones at the moment. Okay, that'll happen, right? Mainly because of this pullback here. You got red dots all through here. Look, see, if you're looking to sell, there's your stop loss level through here. But just use common sense, and you'd go above. You'd look at this long thin candle, and you'd probably want to go above that. Either the dots on the trend channel or go above. It's just somewhere where it's kind of obvious. You've got the previous candle here. Go for 3R on that if you like. But you're going to look to close 50% or 60%. That's what I'm doing at 1R. All right. So that's the first signal, and then we're looking at this one here. That's where you get involved. Now the fact that this purple line is trending up is a little bit of a worry, because you want all of these lines to be trending down. Now have a look at this white one. That's a monthly VWAP. That's trending down. We've got our blue momentum line trending down, but yeah, we've got this one here trending up at the moment. All right, so you might want to think twice about it. So then we get the next day kicking off here. This is the opening bell. This is the US session. So the Asian session opens there, and we got the opening bell here. So you want to stay out of the market with this early period until after the Asian session, and then you're looking for the opportunity after Asia. Usually going to find that the market will manipulate around here. There's a bit of a stop run, and then of course, oh yeah, okay, well that's a signal there. That was a trade we took there on that breakout. It's a bearish market, a higher time frame. Everything is, it's stacked in our favor. So the other eyeball we had, okay, precisely, is here on the pullback on that 4 hour. So we're looking for that 4 hour pullback, right? So just always keep in mind that, the higher time frame is doing that. And we want to get involved on that rotation. So, and the higher time frame is trending down, really clearly trending down on a 45-degree angle. So this is exactly what we're looking for. So here, look, we get Asia. Okay, and then another opportunity. Oh, this is actually, I think, the London Open. Hang on. Let me just move that. Oh, yeah, it is too. So this blue line is the London Open. So it pulls back into the London Open, and look what we get here. See that? That's your entry point, that signal. Guys, if you follow this, I mean, I've had a 100% win rate this week following this. This is the first week that we've had all of this configuration, and we've released this, the latest update here. So, I mean, it's only 1 week. Well, time will tell. But I like what we've got here at the moment in a big way. So, you go short here on that signal. Stop. Well, you got the red dots there. So you could follow that. Go for broke with your target, right? Whatever you want to do with that, because I'm looking for my 50 to 60% at 1R, and then the stop loss is just going to come down. And, if it happens, as I said, I don't want to repeat it too many times, but if it happens to continue down, then yeah, it's just let it run for the week. Or we get into these early in the week, and we get a couple of runners. That's what I'm going to be aiming for. But, you know, like the markets can turn around on you at any time. What day is this? This is Tuesday. And look what we get just out of nowhere. Okay, that's the high there. That's our point of interest on a pullback. Now, if you got into this one a little bit late, this is why I'm saying take your money and run, because you don't know when. Look, that's just New York session out of nowhere. Up it goes, right? Could have been an event or something like that that triggered it, but the markets are pretty volatile. So, you know, here's another sell. Everything's going in our direction. And the other thing you want to be mindful of is when this blue line flattens out, it's a warning. So you might only want to take it when you can see it definitely heading south. Look how it's starting to turn up here. And this is a right there, while everything else is heading down. And here, right? That's a warning. And then you got these green candles kicking in. Anyway, let's just say you took that trade. So you went off that signal there on the pullback. Where's your stop loss? You got the red dots running through here. And you got this previous high. Okay, so you'd go off that. And then you're looking for that 1R. Well, there's 1.8, but you're looking for that 1R 60% off. Now, don't forget, open it up, and you've got, see down here, right there. Right, see the green down here? That's a warning, and that signal is definitely time to take money off the table right there, wherever that aligns, right? But yeah, just look for that 1R 60%, pull your stop loss down, and you can just let it go. And if it gets taken out at break even, it doesn't really matter. But that's it, guys. That's look here. Look, you don't buy in a bearish trend, right? You ignore that, and you're going to always refer to, see here, 4 hour is bearish. You're looking at that 4 hour, so you're not going to take any notice. This is just, it says buy, but what it's saying is buyers are starting to dominate, which they are, and you got all this retail piling in long through here. That's what it's telling you. It's just telling you when, where is the momentum coming from. But what it doesn't tell you is you got smart money unloading possibly all through here. This is what smart money will do, guys. The big guys at the top, okay, they'll get together. Okay, boys, girls, whoever, right? Let's just push the market up above. They work off VWAP and volume profile. So let's just push the market above the weekly VWAP here and run these stops. They've got access to all the news before we do. They know what's going on, and they can work really quickly, and they'll push the market up here and capitalize where they can. I mean, that's just exactly how it works. So you've got a sell here. Look, this is the Asia Open. Bearish trend pullback right there. Sell. Everything's starting to point down again. I've got these yellow. Let's just take them all out. I've got, oh yeah, and this one yellow one here, that's a yearly VWAP. So just watch how the market does react around that too. Okay, so everything else is pointing down. You can run with that. I like the fact that, see the VWAP shade, this shaded zone. This is VWAP, and then you've got the first deviation out from VWAP, and we've shaded it. And you'll find that, like, if the market's hugging this first deviation, then we spike back into VWAP. Look for that next break, especially under the blue line, and then you're short again. Now, I'm just going to quickly run through and show you the settings. It's very simple. On the 15-minute, everything should be set to default. That's all you got to do. And I'll tell you what, I'm going to get my developer to adjust this one, because the settings on here I want to change, and I'll get him to do that today. So you'll be able to just come down to the bottom of every one of these and go reset, and just go with the default settings. But if you want to, you can change these. Take all this out for the 15-minute. The 30, 15, 5-minute down. Or the lower time frames. This is your setting you want on this indicator, the trend channel. And apart from that, the only thing you're going to change when you have the indicators on this 4 hour, I'm only going to go with these two and maybe that one, the EMA ribbon, but you just default. Everything's set to default. But the trend channel you're going to want to change, and you want everything ticked along here in this style. Just tick everything in style, and in the inputs, if you want the shaded cloud, there you go. I don't mind that. I like the trend channel on this time frame. Use it on the one hour up. That's all there is to it, really. Keep everything as settings as default on the lower time frames. I really like this 5-minute for a precise entry. It'll get you in earlier than the 15 for obvious reasons. All right, look, that's a bit of a breakdown of what we've got. And again, here's an opportunity to jump on board with us, guys, and enjoy what we have here. Go to the website. There's a free trial, and it's only go for the silver. It's only $29.95 a month after that. It's ridiculous. Just shout me lunch once a month, and you've got access to. Guys, look, I've been trading for a long time, and this is where I've arrived at. And not only the indicators, you're getting my commentary every day. I'm posting mentorship videos, and I'm really happy to share everything I know with you. I think there's a need for this in the world, guys. It's scary with AI and geopolitical stuff going on and the threat of losing jobs and whatnot. This is an opportunity for an extra income, or even for your main income if you want to. Just take what I've got here and run with it, guys, because it's worth a lot. So with that, have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one.